Welcome to another episode of VAHLID. I'm your host, Damilola. With me today, we have a very, very, very important guest, and I know you're going to learn a lot from him. It's going to be informative, it's going to be fun, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What did you do when you paid upfront and didn't get delivery of that sweet, very bouncy, super duper sneakers you've been checking out online? What did you do when Mr. GBT refused to pay for your services after you've gone the extra mile to deliver? We believe this is one of those moments that you wished you were sure of the product or the money before either buying or selling. Get rid of the Mogbe moments and switch up. VAHLID offers the best solutions by making sure your money is in the bag and your product is in your hand. By providing escrow services for buyers and sellers, VAHLID is a neutral platform that helps all parties get what they want without fear, doubt, or fraud. Sign up at www.vahlid.com today.
And we're back. Please introduce yourself to the viewers.
Right. Hi guys, my name is Farouk, Sunny Farouk. Nice.
You're welcome, Mr. Farrow.
Thank
Nice
you.
having you around. Okay, let's get right into it. Have you ever been scammed, or do you know anyone that has been scammed before, online or offline?
Well, personally, I'm not a fan of buying stuff online, so I don't have much of a history with it. But I have, it's flying everywhere on Twitter, on social media, all around, and I have relatives that have been scammed. So.
Do you mind sharing any of?
Well, my cousin, it happened to her once because she's a fashionista, so she likes, this classy outfits.
Yeah.
And she, I don't know where she got the blog from, but there was this blog that she ordered from, some very beautiful clothes. I mean, I had a girlfriend, she was like, so actually the clothes were supposed to come in and we didn't get them. And after some time, some days, she actually called the vendor. I was like, what's up? Where are my clothes? And the woman was like, say no vex, we paid dispatch and they don't carry money and the clothes, everything. It was Japa. It was basically we don't know if it's true. We don't know if the vendor actually dispatched the clothes, but nevertheless, whether dispatch or vendor, scam na scam. So
Yes, the video scam. Yes.
so she didn't get the clothes.
But did she try reaching out to maybe some people go to the length of hiring police, getting someone to just look into the issue? What are the steps she took?
Well, it was an online transaction. She met the vendor online. They only had social media and phone contacts, and like I said, she called the vendor, and the vendor actually explained. Now it was kind of like a dicey situation because apparently the vendor responded to the inquiry. So we feel like, okay, if she did respond, it would mean that maybe there's a part of the story that's true. She's not entirely being false, because if it was an actual scam, it would just block you out some way or start avoiding your calls, etc. But she picked the call, she explained, and she's still going on with her business. So maybe it was just an anomaly, maybe it was a one-time thing. So, but then we weren't able to pursue the case any further because the vendor actually refunded small of the money. Just nobody. So, but we didn't go any further. And any case, I think it's because the girl actually has money shower. And even a poor person like me now, but she's comfortable, so it was easy for her to let go.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Scam shouldn't be something, it shouldn't be the new normal. You shouldn't be leaving your money. If you're having money, even though you're rich or poor, average, you shouldn't be scammed of your own money you get at the end of the day. But if there is another alternative to actually making the transaction seamless and safe, would you suggest it to her?
Well, first of all, what you said is something that should be in an ideal situation. And although it's a cliche that I don't like to share, but it's still a fact that Nigeria is not an ideal country. So this thing has become kind of like a normal thing. We're all used to it now. It shouldn't be, but it is. So it just happened, and we felt like, okay, it's been happening, so why not us? That was it. But if we actually had, that kind of system in place that actually ensured, smooth transactions and brought these people to book. I think we always talk about the vendors being the scammers, but like in this case now, we're talking about a dispatch rider. I mean, dispatch rider just carry property japa. So how do we bring these people to book? People need to be accountable for what they do.
Yeah.
So if not the vendor, then maybe the dispatch or even the client, because sometimes people get goods and don't pay, and pay on delivery, and then they get the goods and then it turns to worry. So how, if there is an ideal system that help us to fix these things, I feel like it's going to make sense.
Okay, yes. So with VAHLID, what we do is we are like the middlemen between buyers and sellers, service givers and service receivers. So what we do is we try to make everybody accountable, the seller and the buyer. You want to buy a pair of shoes online and you feel like, the social media scam, right? Like the new pandemic and all. You want to buy a pair of shoes online and you don't know the seller. Definitely you would never trust someone you don't know. So you have a valid ID. You create a transaction with VAHLID. You tell the person, I will not buy with you if you cannot make use of VAHLID, which is an escrow platform. You pay into VAHLID, your money is there. It's not in the hands of the seller. Do you understand? It's not in the hands of the seller. So the seller cannot take money and just jump out. You get the literal term. Then the seller goes ahead because the seller too is sure that there's money there. It's not only the buyers that get scammed, sellers to get scammed. Yeah. Then you go ahead with the transaction, you go ahead with the delivery, you confirm that you've delivered. The buyer also confirmed that they received the item and it's 100% okay, perfect. Yeah. Money gets to the seller immediately. So there will be like the seller has to make sure that the goods get to the buyer. It has to make sure it's 100%, it's quality and the agreed design. You understand? So that is what VAHLID does for people right now. And we are at that stage where we know that with VAHLID it's going to change. Transaction is changing.
Right. Well, I feel like it's a good idea.
Welcome back to another segment of this episode, which is what you ordered versus what you got. Okay, so Mr. Farouk, I'm going to show you a picture.
Right.
And let's just see the reaction. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wait, you're not supposed to read the Gen version now.
Is that a cake?
Is it the zombie version? I know.
Wait, did they like paste that stuff on it? Like,
No, this is so wrong. Okay, so.
But wait, I need to. Is it a cake?
It's a cake. Okay, so the person ordered the normal outside and the person got this. So if that was like your niece and your niece now the cake is going to arrive on that day, maybe your birthday, you want to surprise her and eventually delivered this to you. What are you going to do?
I feel like if that stuff is supposed to be for a birthday, I think we're just going to have a Halloween party in the end, because that stuff is like, really, I've been seeing this what I ordered versus what I got. It's like a trend on social media, it's everywhere, and I've never experienced it, and mainly because someone close to me has not really experienced it. So I feel like, okay, some people just, with the way it's easy to crop photos these days and just put pictures together, I feel like some people just pick one picture from one end and another one from another end. You understand? So I feel like that's how it's always been, but this is just heartbreaking because I'm seeing an actual cake here looking like, if it was me, what would I do?
What would you do?
I'm just trying to, imagine the situation, trying to put myself in that situation. I don't know. That's really horrible. I feel like that kind of person should just be.
You can't kill someone. You can't.
Yeah. It's not something decent to say that, but I didn't say the word. But really, that's it's a very very pathetic thing here in the modern society. I feel like if you're not that good, if you can't deliver a particular kind of service, just put out yourself in the way you know that you can meet up to people's expectations. I feel like it's unfair when I have my whole side, I have my expectations raised for a particular thing, and then you just come and water everything down. And it's really not fair, especially if it comes at a time when there's no remedy. When we can't.
Most times like this, they don't. Most times
Exactly.
you just pay beforehand and you have to deliver.
Because me, I want to slay now. I want to slay to wedding. You grab out. I want to cha-cha-cha. And then I give the tailor the clothes like, bros, this style. And then I'm supposed to get back like a day before the occasion, and then it's all messed up and stuff, There's no adjustment, and I'm just down. There's nothing to do.
Yes.
I can just feel the pain.
So what VAHLID was in this situation? If they actually used VAHLID in that situation, you cannot get that. You cannot get it. No. It's impossible. Because one, the seller is being held accountable. The buyer, once a buyer puts their money there, you have to deliver the right product instead. So we just help buyers and sellers all that enough to make sure that their transaction is seamless and it's actually secured.
So you also do like quality control?
Of course, because once you create a transaction, you have to put the description, maybe it's an icing, it's fondant, different ones, so we can actually cross-check. This is what you ordered for, and this is what you're getting.
So if, for instance, I was ordering a cake, I don't know anything about cakes. I just saw the cake. If I give you the picture of the cake, can you then come up with a description and then try to tally it with the product?
If you are ordering a cake from cake shop, they tell you the size. Even though you're seeing the picture, they tell you the size. So they kind of price you based on the size of the cake. So they will tell you, and you can. Yes, there is a part on our platform where you put the picture of what you're ordering there. Because if the issue got to this kind of level where you got this kind of item, you can easily click this page and remediate. The money goes to the right owner.
Alright, that's different.
So thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Farrell, for joining us. And we'll be right back. You're back. Mr. Farrell, thank you for joining us. It's really nice having you around. It was a fun meeting and it was really fun. We enjoyed every bit of it.
I'm a buy.
Yes, and I'm sure our viewers can agree with us. Okay, from VAHLID, we are just show of love to you.
Alright.
From VAHLID, this is a gift.
Thank you very much. It's like you people know that I need some stuff. Alright. This will do it. I really appreciate the gesture anyways. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us on this episode of VAHLID. I'm sure you enjoyed every bit of it. Please don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and put on your notification bell for more updates on VAHLID at VAHLID_official on YouTube and on all our social media platforms at VAHLID_official. Till we meet again, be valid, use VAHLID, and stay valid.